HolidayFL Part 2. This is going to cover the steps that you do once you finish creating your Pumpkin Man and Snowman layers. So I do have Jeanette Vega's HolidayFL project on the screen here, and once you're done, you want to make sure that you just have two layers, a layer for your Pumpkin Man and a layer for your Snowman. That layer one, I'm just going to drag it into the trash can because I don't need it. And if you do have other layers that you used as background layers or whatever, call me over and I'll show you how to merge those layers into one layer. Because when you're done, well, you want it to be like this. You want just two layers, one layer for the Pumpkin Man, one layer for the Snowman. Otherwise, this animated GIF won't come out the way you want it. All right, so I'm going to go up here to File, Export, Export As, a little different, okay? File, Export, Export As, and I want to change the format to a Photoshop document, PSD, Photoshop document. And I'm going to click Export. I did it already, so I had to replace it. And then you want to click OK here. And when that's done, you can go ahead and close out Illustrator. Just quit Illustrator. You're done with Illustrator. Done. Now, you want to go to Photoshop, right? You want to go to Photoshop, Creative Cloud 2017. And we want to go File, Open, and again, notice you're in Photoshop, File, Open, and browse to your folder and find the HolidayFL.psd, not the AI, the PSD, the Photoshop document, the one you just exported and made. Click Open. We've got our layers down here. And you can see I've got two layers. I got the two layers that I brought in from the Illustrator document. I got my Snowman layer and my Pumpkin layer. Now I notice I've got a little bit of extra stuff around the outside of my image because it brings everything even on your artboard over. So you're going to have to do a little cropping first. So I'm going to go with the crop tool and click on it, and then I'm just going to grab the corner edit boxes and make sure that I've got a crop just around the artwork, right? Just around my artwork that I want to turn into an animated GIF. So get rid of all the extra stuff that might be there. And everyone's going to be a little bit different. And then click check, and it will. Oh, my computer is slow right now. It will crop that for you. Faster than this, of course. Okay. Now that we've got it cropped, and it's going to crop both, by the way, okay? And they should both look good here, right? Now what I want to do is convert these into smart objects. So I'm going to the Layers panel down here, and I'm going to right-click over the Pumpkin Man, and I'm going to convert to a smart object. See that? You might have to pause, so you can go do it on your own. That converts it into a layer that we can use now. And I want to do the same thing for the Snowman layer. Again, you can pause, fast forward, and rewind me on this training video all you want. Okay? Now that I've done that step, I'm ready to do the animation. But I need a timeline. I need to turn on some of the panels that help me make videos with Photoshop. So I'm going to go up here to Window. And I'm going to go down to Timeline and click it. Okay? And that stays on from now on for you unless you go and unclick it. Then it'll go away. But it's an on-off switch. Whether you use it or not, it's going to be there or not there. All right, and in this timeline panel, there's two types of animation or two types of videos I could create with Photoshop. I could either do a video timeline or I could do a frame animation, which is what we want to do since we're making an animated GIF. Okay, so I'm going to click here where it says create frame animation. Create frame animation. Make sure that's the one you picked. And you can see I've got one of my frames in there, the one that was showing on the top. But I need all of the frames, all of the layers. So I'm going to go here to the settings on the top right corner of the panel. And I'm going to go up and make frames from layers. So every layer I've got is going to be a separate frame in my frame animation or my GIF, animated GIF. Okay? And some more settings that we need to look at on the timeline over here. First of all, how fast does each frame play for? So I want these to be 1 second each. You can make it 2 seconds if you want. Right? It's up to you how often you want it to change. I'm going to make it 1 second so it's faster. And I don't want this to just play once and stop at the pumpkin man. I want this to loop forever. So I got to change this setting to forever. Okay? And now if I click play, you could see I've got my animation. All right. Now I'm ready to export it. So I'm going to up here to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. Should be familiar with the screen. I want to see the whole thing, so I'm going to Fit and View, and I want to make sure I'm an animated GIF. It's very important. You've got to change this to GIF, or this one here to GIF dithered. Okay, either one is fine. Doesn't matter on these, but just make sure it says GIF here. And I want it to be, I want to turn off transparency. So you'll have a white background if you didn't fill it in. I don't want checkerboard. Okay, I want a white background. So you uncheck the transparency. And I want to set the width to 250. And if I want to play it, I can click that and show me what the animation will look like. See how it's just looping between the two frames. Okay? And again, confirm it says forever, because you want this to just loop forever. All right, then I'm going to click Done. Oh, no, I'm not. Why did I do that? Let's try that again. File, Export, Save for Web Legacy, and everything is still good, except I got to reset that to 250, and I want to click Save. Right? I want to click Save. And make sure it's a GIF. Don't add it. It should already say GIF because you changed it here. Make sure it's in your folder, wherever you want to put your stuff, documents, or inside a folder inside your documents. Click Save. You won't have to replace it, but I already did this, so I'm replacing it. And that's it. You can do a Command S or File Save to save the Photoshop document where you've left it off at. And then you can go ahead and quit Photoshop. And you're going to log into WebStarts. You're going to edit your animation page. You're going to go to your animation page. This will be the first thing on your animation page. And you're going to label it as HolidayFL. Put it near the top left side. Make sure you stay inside those dotted lines, though, in WebStarts when you edit your pages. And when you do play it, it will play in a browser. So if I go and take a look at this, just show it to you what it looks like when I play it. I'm going to go to where I just exported it to. you want to look for your HolidayFL.gif, and you want to open with your Google Chrome, because it will only play as an animated GIF in a browser. And that's the case for when it's on your web page, so you're good. Okay? So that's how this works. And good job if you made it to this point. Bye.